Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into a daily read for Sunday. I decided to pre-pull 3 of these Moonology Oracle cards, so let's jump right into the middle one. We're beginning with Enchanted. All right, so it's going to be a magical Sunday, and you might even find that, okay, what's meant to happen on Monday and maybe what happened on Saturday and even Friday takes a highlight throughout this day. Not sure why I'm getting that, but it does feel like your days somehow are feeling at least partially connected and intertwined. But I feel like there's magical entanglement throughout this period. There are different types of connections for some that are really playing into the Sunday period, whether it's coworkers, friends, family, could be romantic or maybe even more sexual kind of connecting. But it does feel like a period for you where you can't help but take a step back at certain points, or even maybe further or in a more close way examine the magic, sort of enchanted energy about this period. And I really do also feel your connection to the moon is part of this Monday. Interesting, meant to say Sunday. But it does feel like you're going to be honored and noticed at certain points, maybe in multiple situations for some, for how much of a magical individual you truly are. And I find that your voice, your way or ways of expressing yourself in this and that otherwise may just play into that. But we're moving on, excuse me, to the Truth card. I find there was no coincidence, well, in these readings in general, but in regards to me having to clear my throat, I'm hearing chakra, your throat chakra, in order to express the truth, to get your voice out there. Don't be surprised when throughout this Sunday, maybe even surrounding it, when people or one person in particular shares their truth with you. But it also just feels like you're looking at things in a very realistic light. Maybe this is in regards to what you've already realized, come to a conclusion in regards to. And it feels like for some, this is in regards to a connection. It may be a work situation where you're living, and it doesn't have to just pertain to and speak upon, only one situation for you. Having the potential to speak upon multiple for some. But it feels like you're thinking about how things are increasing, how things are adding up, maybe for the better and for the worse. Now I'm hearing the word expectations. So it feels like a period where you can't help but think about your expectations, maybe in comparison to or side by side with somebody else's. And it being a day and surrounding it once again where this may help you in one, if not multiple ways, but also may remind you of this and that of importance. Okay, different levels of truths is what I'm getting, or truth. Anyways, moving on to the third and final oracle, we have boundaries on the board. So again, it being a day where connections are somehow part of this Sunday, you are at least with one person in particular laying down the law or just putting your foot down, instilling or reminding them of one, if not multiple boundaries. But also Spirit saying, as much as that holds great importance and purpose for you in that connection or that situation, otherwise, what about the boundaries that you should be having more so with yourself, with your own individual day-to-day world? And so this Sunday pushes us, it pushes us each individually to notice, to be honest with where these boundaries could be more consistently utilized and kept in place or set in place. Again, say it's one or two boundaries you've had in the past, but have, stripped away from your reality and way of living. But it could as well be one, if not a couple different boundaries that you need to now set in place and implement in a new way for the first time. But let's move on to some tarot. There's a feeling of, as I kind of want these to be laid out in this sort of, let's just say almost a rainbow kind of way, I almost want them to be perfect. And Spirit saying perfection is not attainable, especially at this time. And so striving for improvement, that's the name of the game for you being drawn to this reading. And when perfection feels more desired, or just in the moment you are just kind of going for it, try to take a step back or realign your focus and come back to whatever it is that you're trying to perfect, and you'll find that you very easily improve whatever it is for you, or clean it up somehow, or achieve whatever ends up being for you in a much easier, smoother manner. And you'll be, I feel, at least more so, if not in general, okay with the lack of perfection. Just saying. But let's move on to the Light Seers Tarot. Right from the middle, what else do we have for Sunday? The Magician card. So yeah, this playing right into the Enchanted card, talking about you being a magical manifester and being able to put your finger on something, your hands on something, being able to speak things into existence. But I was getting at, you basically having this Midas magical magician enchanted touch, an ability to create whatever you desire within your world. And I find that this collective knows this to an extent, or at least at certain points along their path, your path, you've noticed this, you've remembered this. But the day really pushes us each individually to remember the fact that we have that sense of control and power and magic within our energy fields, within our worlds, along our path, to create and develop, to change, basically whatever you desire. So it also pushes you to proceed carefully with this power and ability and way of being. But it just feels as if Spirit's saying, you've got it in the bag, okay? If you want it, it's yours. If you need it, it's yours. Of course, in the right timing. But it just feels as if this also is coming through as almost High Priestess energy, where with the pairing of your intuition, the ability to be the magician within your world, for yourself and maybe other people as well, and then also putting that with the fact that you have a lot of spiritual backing up, protection, guidance. They're working to your advantage at a distance and up close, surrounding you. You're golden. I just feel that. And I almost feel like people are noticing this about you, but it also feels like, okay, we're going to put this right on top of here, because I don't feel like we're going to overlap them where I would normally, place them with 2 cards. But it just feels like Spirit saying the possibilities are endless for you. And what you choose to wear, whether it's more getting ready for bed, or maybe to start your day, or you could change clothing choices midday, it's going to be very significant in regards to what you're wanting to feel, experience, more so out of life at this point. You name it. If it's glamorous, that's what you're looking for, that's what you're craving, desiring, maybe needing more of which. If it's this ultra comfortable, say, sweatpants and a hoodie kind of situation going on, then you're maybe wanting and needing more comfort and cozy energy within your life. And so apply it as you may in regards to the other possibilities. So there's a significance to what you choose to wear. Pulling right for, I'm hearing the left side, the 7 of Cups. And so I find that you have certain choices in the upcoming days, weeks, maybe more so months for some, where a truth or two that comes through that you feel that maybe you're reminded of, or, okay, in a vague way, expect to come in for you in the upcoming day or two, or the near future. That's going to set you up to make at least one significant choice, if not more than one, that's going to really change your life for the better. Anyways, so I also am getting on a different level that the 7 of Cups with the Truth card gives the message of you expressing truth or different levels of truth in the midst of having a lot to create, develop, accomplish. And I feel like you being a truth speaker, creator, is creating inspiration and hope and I'm hearing even creativity within the lives of other people. But for the boundaries card, okay, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, financial boundaries may come into play, maybe in regards to some of which a home situation. I'm getting specifically some of which need to honor a change that they desire as far as an investment goes by saving your money. This may as well be in regards to you thinking more about the future and what you need to and can do now in order to experience that change coming to be quite easily and smoothly. I don't want to take that. Okay, the Knight of Cups. That's giving very clear energy about this being somebody who cares about you, or it could be, in regards to a caring, loving type of heartfelt soul or two, if not multiple, within your life that you're finding this Sunday creates and reminds you of the necessity, the purpose of boundaries with them. I'm hearing now, don't do anything you don't want to do. Don't do anything that you don't want to do. You are the one in the driver's seat, okay? I'm getting the message that the ball is within your court. You're thinking about the future of a connection specifically and how you wish to see it versus them in comparison. I'm being drawn to a red sphere, and so I find, or more looks like a button to me, and they're saying press the stop button, okay, if you feel so guided to, if you need to, if the time calls for it. Anyways, this has been a very interestingly random Sunday reading, but they're saying overall it's going to be a magical, enchanted, manifesting kind of day where we're thinking about change for the future and what we can do in regards to that throughout this current Sunday. So those are your messages for your daily read. I hope they were truly helpful. I am sending you so much love and light.